In this video, we're going to go over the cost of going under contract when you have an accepted offer on a home. We're going to explore the expenses related to initiating that contract, including the costs associated with the inspections and your earnest money deposit. Writing an offer and having your offer accepted does not marry you to the property, but there are going to be some upfront costs that you as the buyer will be investing in the property. You as the buyer conduct whatever inspections you want on the property as outlined in your offer. You as the buyer will be paying for these inspections, and the costs are non-refundable even if you decide not to purchase the home. Payment for the inspections are paid at the time of service, so please prepare for those payments to take place when you go under contract. There are many inspections available to you as a buyer during your due diligence and inspection period. Here on the screen, you are looking at the average cost for various inspections that are popular here in Oregon. You as the buyer can conduct as many or as few inspections on the property as you like, so long as we have proper permission as outlined in the contract. As you can see, there are a lot of inspections available to you. So how the heck do you decide which inspections you should actually be conducting? Well, it totally depends on the house that you're under contract for. So for example, if you're buying a home connected to the city sewer line, you're not going to need to have a septic inspection. So certain homes may not need certain inspections. The way that I like to navigate this is I like to encourage my clients to start with a general full home inspection, a sewer scope, and radon tests. If the inspector tells us that there are areas of concern that they found that should be explored more by a specialized professional, then that is the best next step to take. One very important aspect to remember is that depending on the house and the size and the complexity, these costs can vary. So for larger properties, you should expect that these prices that are displayed on the screen are actually going to be more. The list right here is just meant to give you a little bit of context for the estimated costs of going under contract. But when the time comes and we begin to write your offer, I'll help guide you towards some of the inspections that you might want to consider based upon certain features of the property. If for any reason there's something that's been revealed during the inspection period and you decide that you no longer want the house, no problem. You are not married to the house during the inspection phase when you are conducting your due diligence. So you can still back out and retain your earnest money deposit in most circumstances. And that leads us to chatting about your earnest money deposit. This is going to be another upfront cost that you as the buyer bear once you go under contract. Your earnest money deposit essentially acts as a promissory note, signifying that you are committed to purchasing that house. Now, typically here in Oregon, the earnest money deposit is set at 1% of your offer price. The earnest money deposit does need to be funds that are readily available in your bank account and are deposit ready. So in total, as the buyer, when you have an accepted offer to purchase a home, you should be prepared to deposit 1% of the offer price, which again is going to be credited to you at the closing table, but also you need to be prepared for the cost of all of the inspections that you want to conduct on the house, as we've already pre-outlined in the contract when we first submitted your offer. If you have any questions about the cost of going under contract, send me an email. I would be delighted to chat more about it with you. You've completed today's video. If you're finding value in these videos, I recommend watching this one next. Bye, friends.